Hey, this next guy knows what it's like to be stuck at a pin. Jed talked a little bit about being stuck at a pin. This guy knows what it's like to be able to fight back the urge to quit. You know, that little voice in the back of your head, you got to blast it that just says, hey, maybe this isn't for you. Maybe this isn't going to work for you. And you're probably wondering how he did that. Well, this guy is a self-help enthusiast. He is a person that believes in personal development. He's a person that I've watched kind of transform from just a punk-ass kid to a great leader. And he's married to a wonderful, wonderful, very pregnant Shawnee. And this dynamic duo is absolutely unstoppable. Help me welcome to the stage brand new ambassador leader, Mr. Luke Wilborn.
Boom, gotta get that boom, 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 that boom, 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 that boom, boom, boom.
Wow. Wow. Let's give a shout out for our camera behind the scenes here to the TDT San Diego Dream Team. Some of them up front, I guess. All right. I am going to put it down, though. There. I've always wanted to wear one of these mics so I can just use my hands and just walk around. So there's perks to getting up here, guys, but I'm excited. I want to give some little shout-outs real quick to my wife. I'm going to make her stand up. Go ahead. Shawnee. So supportive and beautiful and supportive on the long nights when I'm gone doing meetings. But anyway, I want to thank my upline, the Outcasms. Would not be here without them. BK Barreco, the whole team. Guys, I'm totally blown away with this event. It's ridiculous. I mean, bam, bam, you're in the little makeup room, and they grab you for the mic, and they're doing all this different stuff. It's incredible. And before I get into my story a little bit, I want to give a shout-out to my main man, Jesus Christ. That's very important to me, and he's given me the ability to be up here and do what I do. So my story a little bit, got introduced to this thing. I thought it was the coolest thing I could ever be a part of. I haven't been too good at many things in my life, but I felt like I've been pretty good with people. I remember being like 12 years old. I could talk to adults and just kind of mingle with them and stuff. So this came kind of second nature to me, and was always really amped up on the numbers. I remember going to Outcasms' house when I was growing up. I didn't really know what they did per se, but I would spend the night over there hanging out with Brad and Chris, and they would slide me over the New Vision vitamin packs, right? You take a shower. That's weird shampoo. It's nice, though. It smells good. And so they were in this wellness industry, and it was very intriguing to me. My dad, traditional business backgrounds, he started Popeye's Chicken, did different things, and big money to get some returns. I remember he did about $100,000 a year there, and I just saw the numbers. I remember being 19 years old, and I'm just like, I'm sick and tired of being broke. And if I don't change anything, I'm going to be in the same situation in 5 years. Well, my car's going to leak more oil, right? I'm going to be more sick and tired of being broke. So I realized that I wanted to make those changes. And when you meet people like the Outcasms and people they hear tonight, you hang with those people, right? Because we've all met, like Darren Hardy was saying, there's people that he would follow and there's people that he wouldn't follow. And there's people I've met that I would hang out with and I enjoy, growing. And there's people that I don't really mind if I never see them again. There's different things. John Maxwell says that human beings are only useful when they're being stretched, just like a rubber band. So rubber bands are only useful when they're stretched. We are most useful when we stretch. And events like this, you guys are being forced to stretch. Either you get up or you don't make it happen. It's like that's how it works. And it's so important to realize who you're hanging out with. Do we have any car fans here tonight? Anyone like cars? Let's be more specific. Anyone like BMWs and Mercedes? Come on. BMWs, how much time I got? It's not up there. BMWs and Mercedes. Okay? Anyone heard of the 24 hours of Le Mans race? I just cut the room into like 10% of like the diehard car fans. But there's a race, and it's 24 hours. They race in the rain, shine, nighttime. People are on the track, you know, it's all about consistency, persistence, and staying focused, right? 24 hours. You guys ever made a road trip? Imagine 24 hours of racing, right? High speeds. And, you know, people go around the track. And in NASCAR, for all our North Carolina people, they call it drafting, right? Where you're so close, you can't really see what's going on in front of you, but you're trusting that person in front of you to kind of make the right decisions. And in order to do that, in racing, you're bumper to bumper. You're right there. And they race at nighttime. And it's crazy. I remember watching it, and people are following so close that they actually will follow that person. If they're not paying attention, they'll follow them right off of the racetrack because they're picking a line. You know, you follow people in life that are going in the right way. So in racing, you follow people's lines. What's the fastest way around the track? What's the best way to get around this world, right? We're following people. So my question to you is, who in life are you following? Whose taillights are you following? Are they going to take you off the track, or are you going to be one of the fastest lap times? And it's all about hanging with people. I was working with this thing, and wow, is there a change between this year and last year for me and for the company. Look at this room. It's crazy. I don't think I've been in a room this big in my life, literally. And it's so exciting, you guys. I have 8 guys in my group that are on the low side went presidential in a year. And they're 20 years old, average age. I don't know how many of them are here. I'm scared to ask them to stand up. Come on, if you're here, stand up, all 3 of you probably. Lukish, Tyler, Sam. They're a part of a group, you guys. When I was here last year, I had like 280 active people on my smaller lake. Because of those guys and because of a lot of little things happening, there's over 8,000 active 2-packs on that side of my business now. Like 11 months later. 2 ambassadors, star presidential, these guys are killing it. And it's all about understand. I love Bob Proctor. Bob Proctor, I don't know if he's still here, changed my life. Oh, he's okay. He was here, but he has left the building, right? But, you know, he changed my life. He showed me that it was about the little things every day. And the revolution for you guys, what can happen in 12 months, is just get it done. I love Darren Hardy, and I love Art Williams. I've watched that video 20 times. One of my best friends here, Jed Borneloo, showed me that video. Just do it. Get it done. And that was a missing link, because if you're here and you understand that it's not going to take you too long to understand what's in Vemma and what it can do for you, different things like that. It's pretty basic. I remember meeting with Tom over and over again. He kept meeting with me for some reason. He believed in me. I don't know. But I appreciate it, buddy. Definitely. He saw more in me than I did in myself, perhaps, right? What we were talking about earlier. And I just was missing that grind. I was missing that schedule. I could talk about Vemma. I'd go and do my little home events. I was stuck at executive for, I don't even want to mention how long. I'm scared to go to my back office and look, but it was over 2 years. I was stuck at executive. And bam, overnight, feels like, just huge amounts of numbers. That side of my business adds 800 to 900 kids a week, and it's just phenomenal. These guys are, I can't even, it's out of my control. They're just animals. They just go. They do it all the time, all the time, all the time. They're all about it. You have to ingrain this into your day. For things to change for you, you have to change something you guys do daily. Daily. So whatever's important to you, we talk to, and Brad and I say this all the time, I'm sure Alex does and the whole crew, put this up there with your top maybe 3 things in life. And you got to spend time on it. It's like the guy that walks in the gym and just turns around, right? Doesn't even touch any weights. Or hits the treadmill. You're not going to get the results. So it's all about spending the time. The potential, you know, everyone has potential. But the potential doesn't mean diddly unless you get off your rump and get to work. So what's the work? I love Darren. I thought that was one of the best times I've ever seen Darren today. That was just so spot on for us. So I mean, that was just great. My favorite thing, one of my favorite things he went through, and it was such a visual when he's saying, how do you take a 3 and convert that to a 10? That's exactly what we do. We play the numbers. The Outcastins taught me to play the numbers. Okay? People come through the business, and who are you looking for? You're looking for the people who want the change. They deserve your time. What does Jim Rohn say? He says, you're looking for people. You work with the people, I should say. You work with the people who deserve your time, not need it. Everyone needs it. Okay? And then Darren Hardy, he was talking about how does he filter? He's not going to just work with anyone if you can fog a mirror. My point is, I didn't think I was really that 10, and I was right, I think. But I didn't think I was that 10. But I knew through the Outcastins credibility, the product's credibility, BK, this amazing company, I was going to find that 10. I was going to find maybe if I don't even find the 10s, maybe I find a dozen 7s. Hey, that's pretty good, right? But it's all about the grind, you guys, the effort, day-to-day stuff. I don't want to scare you, but that's how it is. That's how it is. And so my 2 things tonight is find a mentor. Find a mentor. You look at anyone who's doing anything extraordinary in life, they've had a mentor, they still have a mentor if they're really smart, right? And they're moving up. There's PE in life and there's OPE. Personal experience and other people's experience. And all the young people in the room or the people that are new in this business, what's better? Just shave 10 or 15 years off your learning curve by talking, inviting someone out to lunch that may be able to share the secrets of success with you? That's worth it. That's being smart. And the second thing, and what people really don't do most of the time, is they don't become more. They don't really work on themselves. And, in high school and things, you couldn't pay me to read a book. Literally. I hated reading. I remember I had to do a book report on The Great Gatsby. I went to Barnes & Noble's. Back when I had $60 to my name, I spent like $60 on the CDs, so I didn't have to read. That's how bad I hated reading. And now it's so funny because the tables have turned and I've been able to meet so many young guys and stuff. I'm like, look, man, you got to read. Oh. That's the last thing they wanted to hear me say. But I believe it's that important because I think Albert Einstein said it, which he's pretty credible. I think his banner's back there, his tongue hanging out. You are who you are based on the books you read and the people you hang out with. So if you're not reading any books, you're subject to 100% of your environment, which the average person, you guys, according to Bob Proctor and the statistics, is failing at success. So how are you going to go sharpen your sword? How are you going to become better? It has to come from self-development. And it has to come, I'll prove it to you. How did you get here today? Someone you met, someone you knew, told you about this thing, you thought it was something, and then you went to a meeting. It was the people that you know, the reason why you're in this room. Okay, now what you do with this opportunity is on you. You're upline. We're dying to have more people to work with, but it's up to you. You got to come to the table, and this is the fine line between me sounding like a total a-hole and how the business works. We want to help as many people as we can, but we can't just do it unless you're serious. So you got to, not that you have to be worthy, but you got to work on yourself. We want to see you developing. Does that make sense? I mean, if you have 1,000, 2,000 people in your business, which you will one day, you got to work with the people who deserve the time. You got to work with it. Who has potential? Everybody has potential. I hear it all the time. Hey, dude, this guy got on board. He's a captain of the football team. His dad owns Google or whatever, like just the coolest kid ever. And you talk to him, he doesn't want it. Tom told me to be needs focused. And there's such a movement right now. I think it's been said, the app and technology. I remember, I'm only 25, but I remember my first cell phone, and it wasn't this thin. It was, it was a little brick, and I remember it didn't have data. I love data. You can watch YouTube videos at dinner on your phone. It's like technology. I love that picture of the Pope, 2005 to 2013. Crazy. Technology, this economy, you guys, it's just changed everything. And we have the best opportunity out there. Look at the room. Prove it to you again. Look at the room. Look at where we're going. People follow people in life because they have the right posture. People follow people in life because they know where they're going. And I love Bob Proctor for that because he talks about belief. If you don't believe in this, come on. You know what? It's funny because people can hit diamond on just kind of fumes. They can hit diamond. They can, oh, that was cool, and I'm excited, and they'll hit diamond in 90 days. But if it's not ingrained, if they haven't rewritten their paradigms, if they're not committed to 10 pages a day, if they're not committed to doing different things like that, it doesn't happen for them. And it doesn't happen in the time it could happen if it does kind of go that way. You know, people quit, people do different things. I'm up here today because I didn't have anything better to do, you know? What am I going to go do? Seriously, though. What am I going to go do to create a $20 or $30 or $40,000 a month residual income for my wife and I? Where am I going to go and do that? Where am I going to go and make six figures? So, I want to leave you guys with a quote. Just 10 minutes blew by. I can't see anyone back there, which is a good thing, but I'd probably be really scared. But I'm excited, guys. Be grateful. Be committed. You will until, say it with me, come on. I will until. I will until. And you just get it tattooed like Chris Powell or something, guys. Congratulate yourselves. Give yourselves a round of applause for being here. Come on, let's fill it up. I'm out. Appreciate it.